Welcome, this is Birendra Kumar Jha and you are watching Khabar Tatak. Dear religious viewer of Khabar Tatak, the new link of religious story that I have brought before you today is related with the particular scene of the swaymabar of Droupadi, when not only Droupadi's father Drupad, her brother Drishtadum, but also Pandavas were stunned. But the scene was later averted by Draupadi itself. I will reveal this secret later on. There are so many secrets at that moment that happened during the swayambar of Draupadi. When Arjuna hit the target of Draupadi's swayambar, his two elder brothers Yudhishthir and Bhim were unmarried. His two younger brothers Nakul and Sahadev were unmarried. But what made Arjuna, who was in the middle, to go in the swayambar instead of his elder brother present there? There was some reason. On the basis of the Adi Parv of Mahabharata, I am describing you all the explanation to that secret. Most of the viewers are aware of the fact that with the collusion of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana had sent Pandavas along with their mother Kunti to Varnava in order to burn them alive in the Lakshagiri. However, on the preaching of Mahatma Vidur, Pandavas and Kunti secretly escaped the place when the fire was caught and arrived at Acharya Nagari at great distance from there in the middle of forest. There, Bhim killed a demon who was troubling the villagers a lot, and then they knew there that a swayambar is going to be organized in Panchal country. Then they started to Panchal country along with their mother Kunti. While he was traveling towards Panchal, group of Sheikhs were also going and they asked Kunti about their target. Then Kunti says that I have heard that in Panchal country the king is very generous and he is organizing a swayambar of his daughter Droupadi. So with a hope of heavy arms, I along with my son is going to the Panchal country. Then seeing the five Pandavas, the Sikhs said that although your all five sons are warriors, well knowledge, but the middle Arjun will hit the target in Swayambara as I think. They departed and Kunti along with her five sons arrived at Panchal, but seeing tight security at border, they camped at the border area in a farm of a potter man. And on the scheduled date of the swayambar, they arrived disguised as Brahmins, what they were at that time. There they saw many mighty kings from homeland and different countries, businessmen, and people from different caste, along with Balram, Krishna were there. Duryodhan were also there along with his 100 brothers and Karna. When the swaymabar started with greetings, dance, music, and cheerful voice, Drishtidumna, the brother of Droupadi, made everyone present there the rituals of the swaymabar, that a piece is rotating above and the competitors are to hit it. I seeing its reflection in a water vessel underneath. Then they tried one by one, but Drupad had made the bow in order to find out Arjun. So most of the competitors who were there in order to marry with Draupadi failed. Not only failed but hurt also, who even tried a little more. Even Duryodhana, who arrived there, he however took over the bow, but while stringing, he got a jerk, great jerk, and he fled unconscious on the ground. And when getting consciousness, he ascended and returned to his place. Then Karna arrived. He instantly took up the bow, string it up, and knocked 5 arrows on it, and seated, aiming to the fish rotating above. Having seen this, Drupad, Krishna, Balram were stunned. Pandavas were also stunned that their turn would not come, and Karna himself will hit that target and marry Draupadi. However, Duryodhan and his 100 brothers were very cheerful seeing this, but a wise people there, and that solved the problem. This voice was of Droupadi, who renounced that she will not marry with Karna, a charioteer's son, in this swaymabar. Then Karna bowed down and returned to his place at Duryodhan. Duryodhan started opposing this, and he even threatened Panchal king Drupad that his army will attack on it. Thereupon Drishtidum, brother of Draupadi and son of Drupad, that this is the swaymabar organized for Draupadi, and here only the saying of Draupadi will take place and none else. And whoever wants to fight have right to do so. But this is the swaymabar of Draupadi, and her voice will have only meaning here. Then Duryodhan was calmed down by Krishna, Balram, and so many sects present there, that this is the ritual of swaymabar and you must follow this. Then Duryodhan calmed down and the situation was averted. Then the turn of Arjun came. But before this, Yudhishthir and Nakul and Sahadev had left the place for begging. When Arjun arrived near the bow, he bowed down before the bow, remembered and greeted Lord Shiva's, then took up the bow, string it, and knocked only one arrow on it, and aimed at the eye of the fish, looking the reflection of that fish in the water vessel underneath, and he shooted the arrow which struck directly into the eye of rotating fish, and thus he hit the target. And as per the condition of the swaymabar, Droupadi garlanded Arjun with a garland and accepted him as her husband. Then Arjun, along with Bhim and Droupadi, arrived at his camp, and from the outside he told his mother Kunti that look what he has brought. Just before that, Yudhishthir, Nakul and Sahadev too had arrived there and asked Kunti that they have arrived there with begging. So Kunti thought that Arjun too have brought some begging, and she, without thinking over this, told Arjun to distribute whatever he had brought among their brothers. When Kunti knew the fact that it was not just begging but is the daughter of Panchal king Drupad, then she assembled and arrived at Yudhishthir and told of this situation. Yudhishthir told her to reply on this matter a few days later. Then he asked Arjun that you have won the swaymabar, and as per the condition of swaymabar, Droupadi is your wife and you must marry her. Then Arjun told the story of his mother, that she had ordered to distribute her among all 5 brothers. Then Yudhishthir said, mother is saying right and the mother's word should be kept. And when this information arrived at Drupad, the king of Panchal and father of Droupadi, he was stunned and told that this could not happen, as this hadn't not been happened earlier. But he told Yudhishthir, Arjun, Kunti and his son Drishtadyumna to deliberate over this issue and inform him, and saying this, as he was going out, he find Vyasdev was arriving. He welcomed Vyasdev and told everything to him and wanted his order in this regard. Vyasdev ordered Drupad that this type of marriage can be happen, which was, he also cited many examples in this regard of holy person previously. Then he took Drupad aside and told that Pandavas are not an ordinary men, but they are Indras and at the curse of Lord Shiva, or in order to remind them who had been arrogant, sent to the earth for particular things to be fulfilled, And Draupadi is also not an ordinary woman. She is also a special woman, and they are Indrani. And he has also come here to fulfill some previously set target. He also said, Drupad, that Draupadi, when renounced Lord Shiva for getting husband, and Lord Shiva being pleased arrived at her and told to ask boon, then she wanted husband of her choice, but she repeatedly told this 5 times. So Lord Shiva told her that this boon will be given to you, but you will have 5 husbands. However, Draupadi said that she wanted only one husband. Then said Lord Shiva that, however, you will have to marry 5 different husbands, but you will have such a capacity that you will, when remain wife of one of the Pandavas, you will be separated from any others and will be just single wife and husband. This is provided to you that your previous and past will not affect your that time husband, and they will love you separately. And when Draupadi married with all the 5 Pandavas, first she was married to Yudhishthir, then Bhim, then Arjun, then Nakul, and then Sahadev, sequentially. But when she was living with her choice husband, she was only of that without being affected of her previous Pandav husband or post Pandav husband, as per the boon of Lord Shiva. Today, up to this, later on I will be on the screen with another religious story for you. Thank you.